Last time I forgot to record. Okay, welcome to my class. Today I will just introduce the joseki of this shape, 3-4 points, and a higher corner approach, and also one and also an attack at this circle stone. So today I mainly talk about this one, and here are three choices and also the three most popular choices A, B, and C. So today we are start from A because A is the most simple one and most popular one when you are starter when you are beginner. So you will start with this. So today we are start from this one, and usually black want to Atari at the higher because he want white to play the joseki like this. And after this, black got a wall, got a strong wall here. I mark it with triangles, and you see here is a wall for black, and black might have some potential in this side. So this is a good joseki for black. So anyone knows that how white defend or how white counter attack the black? Is there any is sensitive but too much weakness? Yes. So do you know how white defend or how white counter attack in this area? I have to see that this joseki must have something wrong in this joseki. So white, what is the right choice for white? You can talk about this, and we can just communicate about this. Any ideas? No. Okay.
Maybe R15.
Which
R15.
which move? You can. I can give you, Mr. Bagash. I will give you the control, and please uh, demonstrate it for me.
Um, Here.
Oh, I mean, in this joseki, the sequence in this joseki, because now we see that white want to invade, but it's not easy for white to invade. So I will just talk about this joseki, why white is wrong. Okay, so Atari
Okay.
is descent, and Atari extend, and make this bend. So in this joseki, white have another choice in this one. So do you
Okay.
know this before? Do you know this before? Anyone
Yes.
knows this before? Yes. Uh, this joseki is about the ladder. If you play this one, Atari connection and bend here. So this is about a joseki, but now we see white have a stone and the star point. So now black is not good at this ladder. So in this issue, and white is good. So white can bend here. So today the first joseki we talk about is this one. It's a little bit difficult, but I want you to focus on this. And sorry, I just talk about Mr. Bagash, but actually is Mr. Bartholomew. Okay. Now let's see. So what will black do in this area? So any ideas? What will black do in this area? P3. Okay, one idea. And what about the others? Also P3. Q7. Q7. Oh, I just talked about the Q7, Mr. Bagash. Atari, and then here the ladder is not good, so Q7 is not good. It's okay, it's not a problem. So yes, Mr. Yan, P3 is good. P3 is the right choice, and also somebody will play this one, but actually this actually is maybe not a good choice because now when you play this one, I can just capture your stones by this ladder. So this actually is not a good choice for black. Okay, so black play this one. This is good. And now white jump. And black need to capture the white stones. Atari, connect, Atari. Now, so we see that black need to go out. So here are two choices for black. One is here, one is here. So which one is better? You need to make the choice. I give you A and B. A and B. Okay, Mr. Yan give us the Q7. So others, do you have any idea about this one? B? Okay. So now let's talk about A or B. So we start from A because A is the front, in the front. When we play here, white need to connect because if you play here, I can capture two stones. So for save these two stones, you need to connect. And now black can play this one and bend, Atari, Atari, capture, jump, extend, make this knight move here and here. So today the first joseki is this one. Okay, I talk about this. This is the joseki. So there must be some problems of B. Okay, so remember this. I will just review this joseki after I after I explain the what about the problem of B. So this is a really big joseki. It's about 38 moves. Okay, now let's see. So what about this one? So if you put it here, I will still connect. Now you got two choices. One is here, another one is here. So if you play this one, I can extend. Now if you Tenoki A place is still a sente. So you want to crawl one more. And now, yes, I have this one. You can go out, but this is really painful for black. This is crazy for white. It's really good joseki for white. No, this is not good, but extend is also okay for white. So this is not good for black, but Mr. Bartholomew, maybe you want to see that. What about I do not crawl this? I play this one, but we see that. Let's make a comparison. Is compare these two stones and these two stones. The rectangle one must be more powerful. Okay, must be more powerful. Yes. So,
Okay.
Mr. Yan, this time you are right. So this one and yes. Okay, so let's do this as the first joseki. And I will start it from the first move. So how does this joseki comes? That is, white do not want black to get a big wall on the right side. So the the situation for white to make this bend is the ladder, also the seashore. The seashore is good for white. Okay, we need to know that when the ladder is not good for white, you cannot play this. Okay, remember this. This is very important. So when the ladder is good, also you do not want black to get a big wall on the right side. So play this one. Okay, connect, no good because you will be Atari and bent. So this is P6 p6 possible. You mean which one? p6 possible. You mean Atari at this area? Yes, but you still need to go back, and black will. Yeah, you first you lost the center, and second you let black get a big wall here. Okay, Mr. Bagash, the joseki is Atari, and black Atari at second line, and you Atari this. This actually is the joseki, but we see that black got a big wall here, although white have a center, but black got a big wall here, so white does not satisfy of this result, so white play this bend. Okay, so that's the reason why white play here. Okay, let's continue. So black will extend, and white need to save these two stones because these two stones are very important, and crawl and crawl into the corner. Atari connect, extend, jump, connect. Okay, so Atari and okay, this is a very big joseki. So before I go to another joseki, I got one little question. So I play here, right? But what about this one? So any idea? What if black play here? Any idea? Think about this. This is a very interesting life and death question, life and death problem. So think about this and give me your answer. Think carefully. Think carefully. Okay. Cut. You mean which cut? You please give me the letter and also the number. P2. Okay, P2. Think about this. Think about this. You got time. You got enough time to think about this. Just count the liberties and also cut. You mean now it's white's turn. It's white's turn. This one is not a cut. White's turn. Mr. Bartholomew. Yeah. It's okay. It's okay. Okay, now we got only one choice. Is this one S10? Okay, but you need to know that Mr. Bagash, if you play S10, is this B point, and then black will play the Q2 again, and this exchange at Q10 and S10 is not good for white. So white need to punish the black. Q1. Yeah, Q1 seems really interesting. Okay, Q1. Okay, now we won't I won't give you any more time in this area. So now let's make some analyzations. If you play here, I will Atari. So you need to capture. I make this one, and let's count the liberty. You need to connect. I type your liberty here. Yeah, you play T1. T1 is a smart play, and I will block here. Or yes, T1 is very smart. T1 is very smart, and I think I will block here. T1, really? But you play T1, I will just tie to your liberty. Yeah. T2 is good. T2 is good, but T3, T1 is not good. Yeah, T1 is interesting, but we see you make this call, but I think this might be not a good call for white, because although you got something in the corner, but black still got a big wall outside, and he can get 2 moves outside. Okay, now let's see what is the correct moves. And Mr. Bagash told us that he got Q1, this one, and I will descend. But this time you see you got 4 liberties, I got 5 liberties. I can kill your stones. So this is not good for white. Okay, so now the key move is this one. So this time you block, I Atari, you play this one. Now I got 1 more liberty. Although I got 3, you got 4, but you need to know that in this area, your shortage, I use the skill in the corner, I got 2 more liberties. Okay. So descent is very interesting. If you want to kill my 2 stones, I got into the corner. And you see that I can kill your stones. So this is not good for black. So if anyone want to make this cheat move, just want to get benefits of this move, you need to punish him. This is a good punishment for your opponent. Okay. So I just explained all the things in this area, in this joseki. Okay, you learn this and you need to remember this. You need to demonstrate by yourself. And today the first joseki is this one. And every move, every interesting, tricky moves, every interesting cheat moves, I just explained to you. So never cheated by me and also other strong players. They will use every cheat moves to get benefits from you. Okay. So now let's come to the second. Let me see what about the second one. Okay. Now let's come to the second. Love cheat moves. So you can play cheat moves against your opponents, but remember, if your opponents knows this descent, do not make this one. Do not make this one. If your opponents knows this move, okay. So every day, every class, I won't explain many josekis, but I will just make some demonstration of some interesting josekis that will be interesting. Okay, so now let's come to the second one. So remember, if the ladder is good for you and ladder is good for white and you are also the white, remember to play this one. It's popular trick. Nope. Actually, this is just for about 10 years ago when I was a child. Somebody will just play this to me, and I asked my teacher why they don't play the joseki, and my teacher told me that how to defend and how to play that. Okay, you have a try, but you need to demonstrate by yourself, and do not you need to know how to defend. Okay, interesting. So now let's come to the second one. So Atari from the bottom, and white also have 2 choices: connect or Atari. So the difference between these two is that when the letter is good for white, you connect. But when the letter is not good, you know which letter I'm talking about. Is this letter. So this letter is good for white, you play this one. But when the letter is not good, you need to play this Atari. But this Atari also have a defect is that sometimes black will just play this one. Although you got some points in the corner, but black got a centi and also a big capture in the side, on the side. So after these moves, black can get a big side, and maybe it's good for black, maybe it's good for white. I have no idea about this. But if I were white, I can accept this result because the game is still early, and you just got one corner. You just got one corner and one side, so I can accept this result. So let's come to this one. So when I connect now, you need to play this. So I believe that this is not a new joseki for you and Atari. So can you tell me that can white no be one more? Can white no be one more? And what if white no be one more? The blacks how black defend or how black respond this move? Okay, 1 minute. You can think about this. P2 maybe yes. P2 is P2 is a good moves. P2 yes. Okay. So when I first learned this joseki, my teacher told me that okay, you need to block and then get these big points. Okay, in this area, this one is good. This joseki, if you play this joseki, it's good. It's very nice. It's very nice joseki. And you see that black now only get this area some points, about 15 points, and be no beat by white very low, and black cannot get a big territory in this area. So this joseki, after this joseki, I think white is okay and also acceptable. But okay, white said that I'm not satisfied about this. I want to no be one more. Okay, so if you play here, this also the right response. White choose this side. Okay, yes. So we see that white just got a big wall but no territory. So this might not be a good joseki for white. But sometimes that the different situation, if there is one stone on the star point and there is no stone for black in this area and the black got stones in this area, maybe something like this. Okay, this in this situation white can no be one more. In this situation white can no be one more because he want the territory on the top, also on the top right corner, so you can no be one more. But if the joseki is like this, you cannot play this one because seems you cannot get anything in this area. So this nobi is just it's just about can white O3 instead of R9. He makes black rook on the second line. Actually, now I'm going to talk about what about O3? What about this one? This is a really good question. So when I crawl and you play this one, I can honey and honey. So I can honey it up, and this is not good joseki for white. Although this is a sente, but I can just get a big territory in this area. So seems that this Nobi is really stupid because you makes my territory really solid. Okay, so somebody will told me that what about I when you Nobi I play this in this at this time. What about this one? Okay, so I will cut. Atari, you want me to draw on the second line? I will Atari. Okay, so this is the white's punishment for black. So just now, Mr. Bagash asked a really nice question: is why whites do not play O3? Because when you play O3, the R2 is not okay. The R2 is not the good joseki for is not available or uh, not good for whites. Okay. So now when you play this one, I can just capture your stones by these moves. So this is not good for black. If you capture my stones, I can Atari, Atari. This is definitely not good for black. Okay. So when white Nobi at Q8, remember just crawl at P2. So this is the third joseki I told you today. The third joseki I told you today. Okay, what about the second? The second is the easy one. The second is the easy one. Okay. Second one and also third. Okay, I finished the second and the third. Let's come to the fourth one. Let me check what is the fourth one. Okay, fourth one is a new one. So today I use 3 josekis to interpret how to the server is a little bit slow. How to defend of the A place, how to do with A place, and all the 3 josekis, only 1 joseki is good for black. So we need to know that in this area, usually black won't play A. So what about the B place? So most of us must know the josekis of B place because B place is very popular in this in recently. Okay, B place is really popular recently. And how to deal with this one? Yes, Q7. Also this one and this one. These 3 are all available for white. Okay, today I will give you 2 interesting choices. Q4, N4, N4. Aha, N4 is yes, N4 is interesting, but today we are not going to talk about this one. Okay, so firstly we talk about P2. P2 is also the one that does not have many variations. Does not have many variations. I play here. You need to connect. This is no variations and no B. So now two choices for black: extend or honey. So today we are going to talk about this honey and cut. Now we see there are many RGs in this area, maybe P5, O4, and also P6. All of them are the scientists for white. So black need honey. Atari cut is good. Which cut? You mean yes, I know what you mean. O4. You mean this one? Okay, I understand. But today we first they talk about this cut. Yes. Okay. Let me explain this. Okay. So from the AI's perspective, cut might not be a good choice, but from the human's perspective, cut is also acceptable. So I will just take some time to explain why the AI is like that, and also I will explain some time to talk about the O4. Okay, don't be nervous. I will talk about everything that I know. So first, we talk about the easy one, a very simple one, cut. So your Atari descend, Atari connect, bend, and before AI comes out, this is very popular. Okay, this is a very popular joseki, but when AI comes out, they told us that this is a good joseki for black, but we do not understand because white have more territory, and also this is the black's corner, but definitely when AI's data shows that this is good for black, maybe this is good for black. But for humans' perspective, especially for our amateur and just dumb players, this is acceptable for both of the players. Okay, so this is the fourth one. Today I introduced the fourth josekis, but here is also some flaws. Here are also something I need to explain. So when white play this novi, you honey, I cut. So what is the difference between Atari this and Atari this? So anyone can tell me about this? What is the difference? What is the difference between these two? Any idea? Because 04. Yeah, Mr. Yan, you are very strong. Yeah, you just cured problems. When Atari, this first, in the josekis, I Atari, and this is the right sequence. But if you Atari this, I connect, and when you Atari this, I won't descend. I will Atari this first, because when you extend, I Atari one more. And now we see this is a collapse shape for black. Black is collapsed. You cannot save this or save this. Both, you save both. You cannot save both. But when you save one and you abandon another, this is not acceptable. So definitely, black cannot play this one. Yeah, Mr. Yan is very strong. And now let's have a brief talk about this one. When white Atari this and I extend. So this is little bit difficult for some of us capture because this is very big. Extend, Atari, extend, Atari. This is a huge joseki. I will play slower and slower. Atari. Okay, you like white. Yes, actually this is a good joseki for white. And sometimes white will play this for the reinforcement, but sometimes black will play faster because he think that this is not important. Even you go out, I can just defend very well for this area. This is a huge joseki, right? Because I don't want to talk about this because this is very big and not easy for some weak player. This is so big, so big. I will talk about this maybe next time, maybe in other video class. And this in this area, yeah, okay. But black has cash. Yes, yes, black has cash, and also white can take the side. Both of them can accept this result actually because this is a joseki. Is a joseki for both. So I will talk about this joseki in some video class or maybe in something I made later because this is huge and also have many questions. Okay, you got one question. Okay, so why S9 not S8? Okay, let us go back after solve this one question. Okay, you play this one. So when you play this one, what about Atari? What will you do next? You will connect, right? If you will connect and I play this. So now we see that you got you can kill the black screw. You play this and Atari. But now we see after this ladder breaker 09. Okay. Yes, I see. So you want to kill this one stone and but actually sometimes people prefer to kill with a ladder or kill with no aji maybe, but I think this might be acceptable for white. This might be acceptable for white. Okay, I think there might be one more explanation. Okay, Mr. Yan, I think I might got one more explanation is that let me see. Let me think about this. One more explanation. The first explanation is that people do not like the bad RG or some maybe usage in later because you played this one, and maybe later I have got these moves. The second is white want a sente. Okay, maybe I think maybe this is another reason, and I think this is a good question. So I know this is the joseki, but still I got this as a question. So my explanation is that white can choose defend or not defend, or just take the sente to do more things. So in this area, I just leave this question here, and I will ask some professional friends, and maybe they will give me more accurate answers. Okay, Thank you for your question. And for this question, I will talk about this maybe other video class again. Okay. So we won't talk about this. It's too difficult. It's too difficult. So now let's review the last question. The last joseki is Nobi, Hane, and Cut. Atari. This Atari is good. This Atari is no good. Okay, remember this. Atari. It's a little bit slow. Sorry. Atari at R9 is too slow. I don't know why. I want to well descend. Okay, this time is better. Okay, now black got a centi. White got cash and black got the outside and also the centi. So this is the fourth joseki here. And I think today I'm going to talk about another very interesting joseki in this area, and also have a tricky cheat move. So I bet that most of you learned this joseki the first time you saw the black play R2. The white will answer in this area. And after that, black will play this. And this is also the first joseki I learned when I was a child. I was a children, and my teacher told me that this is a good joseki for white because black settle down on the bottom, white settle down, and now we see that white can attack the black in this area, so this is not good for black. Okay, so this is definitely not good for black. So what will black do in this area? Black will seize in here and block, cut, Atari, connect, Hane, Atari, capture, and play this one and capture the corner and get the side. So this is the fifth one, the number 5 joseki in this area, and this is number 5 joseki. So I think I would like to choose white because this is very early and there is nothing on the board. So get a big wall outside and also get some centis is good. It's very good. Although you got about 10, 15, 20, 25 points in the corner, I got also about 15 points and a really thick wall. So I prefer white in this area. And maybe some of you will tell me that, okay, teacher, I would like to Hane. Okay, Hane is also joseki. So this is another joseki. White get the corner and black make the black stone alive. But we think that this is good for white because why we don't Atari this? Because here we got a door to connect our two stones. Okay, is this acceptable? Some of the amateur players will say that okay, this Atari is very comfortable, so I will Atari and play this one, and your opponents will be very happy because when you descend later, you cannot connect. But on the last variation, this variation, you see that you can connect at Q1. So how to become a stronger player is that when the reserve reserve one exchange is good, you reserve it, you are a strong player. But when this reserve is good for you and you waste it, this is not good. So yes, how to become a stronger player is just to know where you need to reserve and where you need to do this exchange. So this is the mark and also the symbol of become a stronger player. Okay. Yes, this is very interesting. And now I will talk about a cheat move, and I know this will be very interesting for you. Okay, so sometimes I will just play another joseki. Sometimes black will Atari at this point, and you cannot capture this. You capture Atari, and now we see white is all dead because you push and cut. Although I just crawl on the second line, you die. Your stone are died in this area. This is a so big corner. This is the biggest corner I ever saw. So this is not good for black. Okay, so what is the white's answer in this area? That is extend. If you Atari, capture your Atari. Although this is very comfortable, but we see that kill by ladder or kill in the corner, black is collapsed. Black is collapsed. So the only choice for black is Atari connect. And now black need to reinforce this cut, and white got this. So compare this to the last one. Black got less territory and white is more thick and also got more territory. So this is definitely unacceptable for black. So now after these variations, let's come to the cheat move. Let's come to the cheat move. So who can solve this cheat move? Next week, I will give you I promise that if you solve this cheat move, next week I can give you a free teaching game before my class. We can have 1 hour. Okay, this is a cheat move, and I want you to solve it. I want you to solve it. And let's see. So now play this one. So how to solve this? And after you solve this, I know somebody will tell me that, okay, teacher, what about this one? Is this good? Okay, this is okay. Oh, this is also good for white, but there is a better choice for white in this area. And also, I want you to think about what is the purpose of R9 of this move. What is the purpose of white of black? Think about this. I will give you about 2 or 3 minutes to think about this. Who got an idea? If you can guess. The guess is free. It's free guess. I don't want to get anything from you for the guess. If you do not have a clear thoughts, you can guess about this. I will give you 1 more minute and give me the answer. Just the letter and the number. That is good. So one guess, you might got a free teaching game. Yes, Mr. Bagash, that's a good thought. So what is there? So what? How do you solve this? Yes, this is a really nice answer, but I need more. I need a move. I need a move. This is a really nice tip. 20 seconds. 20 seconds left. Yeah. The question is that how to solve this? How to deal with this cheat move? Sorry. Okay. Now let's see. I will just interpret or explain why this is cheat move. So first, if white play this again, Mr. Bagash, you made a very nice perspective here, because now we see that black do not need to worry about the push and cut just now, and black can easily settle down this stone, and now we see only got a wall here, but black got a senti. I don't know if this is good for black or white, but compared to the last one, this is good for black. Okay, so how to solve this? And I think you can use it in the in the game, in your tournament. Okay, so how to solve this? If you jump, it's good, but I think black will play this, and black may be very happy that he can settle down both sides. So how to punish black is this one. Okay, seems that is very interesting. So why white play this one? What will you do if I just can't extend? Again, I will do this, but this time I won't extend. I will capture. Okay, so this is the punishment for white. White will do this for punish black. Yeah, this is very interesting. Okay. You descend, I descend. And now we see black's 3 stone is dead. And again, if you want to solve this, save these 2 stones, I descend. Do not remember, do not play this one, because black descend this time, you will be killed. Okay. So descend, and black need to reinforce his stone here, because if you jump again, I can go out from this side. So this is definitely collapsed. Black collapsed. So you play this one, and there are still ajis. This is a senti for white. This is from the ending games. So black got less points and white got about 15 points in this area and also sente. So this is definitely not acceptable for black. So how black defend himself is connect. But we see this time black all of black stones are pressed down to the third line. So this is not a good choice for black. So today I want you to know these cheat moves. When others play these cheat moves to you, you need to know how to defend. Is this one. Seems a really simple move, simple exchange, but you need to know you got one killing move in this area. That is this capture. Okay, so this is the highlight moment in this class, and I want you all of you know this, so you won't be cheated by your opponents in later games. But this would be very interesting. So at last, I want you to know a very simple question, a very simple joseki in this area, so you won't be very tired. So when black play this one and I play here, you need descent. So from AI's perspective, he will play this and black is not good, but some weak players, some amateur players, some Q players, some dumb players will be really confused about this joseki because it's really complicated. So don't worry about this. You just jump here. So yesterday I remember there is a game between me and Mr. Also Mr. Brill, right? And the opponent. I remember that when I play this, he block here and I play this one. White is not alive in the corner, so white will be attacked by black. This is not good for black. Not for good for white. So the good choice, the right choice for white is this, and white black here, white block. So this would be the last two josekis. This is the first, and the second one is this one. You can't. I block. You play here. So I still remain some invasion in your group. So these two are both acceptable for white. Sometimes black will answer here and white block, Hane, Atari, and jump. So this is a good joseki, and both of black and white can accept this. So for this kind of joseki, I mean this one, in this area, this is the most complicated joseki for this shape. So today we are going to talk about a little bit hard for me. I only 15Q. Okay, that's okay. So you need to try something difficult. So that's the process of becoming stronger. Okay, today I will just make a brief review of the josekis. So first, we talk about this one. If you come late, a little bit late, 15,000 of josekis, yes, maybe 15Q or 15,000. Yes, it's okay. Okay, so now let's make a brief review. Atari, and today we'll talk about this is the first, but in this situation, white is not satisfied. Play p6. We play only p6 when white is in r16. Why r16? In the beginning we play only p6. Sorry. You mean. Sorry. A little bit late. Okay. I understand. I understand. You mean white play here, right? Misty. Yes, this is good, but sometimes we think that this is a little bit mm, not slow, but we think black get too many points here, white get less points. For me, I like points, so I play this really hardly. I hardly play this one. This is also joseki. Definitely, this is a joseki. Yes, you mean this one, right? It's good. It's good. It's a good joseki, but I think I will explain this next time. This is also good. So today we come to this first. So Atari this is not good. So white choose to bend here, and because of the good ladder for white, so you need to play this. And Atari connect and play this one. Connect. And remember how to deal with this. Which is the correct answer? This is just for the question. Which is the right answer? A, B, C, or D? D, yes. Correct. Yes. When your opponents play this one, yes. I'm really glad that you remember. Play D and the black collapsed. And remember, do not crawl. You crawl and your opponent throw, and you are being killed. Your groups are killed. So remember, connect, just connect. This is the secret of the Liberty race. Okay. This is the first cheat moves. Okay. So black need to Atari. Okay, so this is the first joseki, but I believe that this is a good joseki for white because I break into your side and I got about 10 points on your side, so I can accept this. And also now we see that although you are attacking me, but your groups are also not alive, so this is a good joseki for white. Okay, so this is the first one, and now let's come to the second one. So remember the differences between Nobi or not Nobi. So in this situation, white prefer this one, but sometimes white can play this one, and the difference for black is to bend, Hane, Atari, extend. So in this situation, we would like to choose black in this area because there is no points for white. Okay, now let's come to the next one. That is this one, yes. So the first and the most simple joseki is this one. So although this one might be good for black from AI's perspective, Atari this is no good. Remember, Atari this is good. So remember, this is joseki, and both of them can accept this. Okay. So now let's come to the next one. This is Mr. Yan's recommendation, and it's too difficult. I think it's good for 3-dan or stronger player, but maybe not good for Q player because it's not easy to accept. There are too many variations here. It's okay. It's good for Q player to know more josekis because more knowledge is no harm. And Atari or be faster. Okay, this is a joseki on this area, and another one is this joseki, jump, cut, Atari, connect. So this is another joseki I talked about today. So black got two choices. One is hane, one is another hane. If you hane here, you want to save the stone on the side, and I can make the corner alive. And still remember to remain this Atari. Remain this Atari. Your Atari, you got no back. You got no door to go back. But this time you got a door to go back. Okay, so remember this. This is very interesting and very important. Do not Atari now. And if the black kill your group in the corner, this time you can Atari this, because if Hitanoki you capture, he need to capture this, and now we see the black will meet a big problem. This is a big problem for black. So Atari now will be a senti, but sometimes we will reserve it for a co-threat. It's okay for white to just take the side. Okay, so this is another joseki, and now I know that you like the cheat move, jump. And remember, the how to solve it is to kusumi at this area. And remember this is very interesting. So every cheat move have an answer, or that won't be called a cheat move. So this is good for white. White got points and also got the senti. Okay, so before the finish, I still want you to know that if black play this, still you can play this joseki, and you can capture this. Okay, that's interesting. That is interesting. So no matter black, wherever black play, you need to think about this. Is this why do black change his joseki? So sometimes the joseki just change a little bit. The answer will just totally change. So this is interesting and this is very important. So at last, sorry, too much back. Okay, at last I will just review this joseki, and this will be the last joseki. This one, the first one, and also this one is the second one. Oh, black can play this. Jump. Okay, so that's all for today, and I know that it's 1 hour and 9 minutes. I think you must be really tired. So I will stop here today, and next week I will at this time next week on 2 p.m. Sunday I will still got a little lecture. So if you want to listen some josekis, you want to know that, okay, teacher, I want to know some josekis about what shapes. You can talk about this to me, because every week I need to think about what I need to talk about. So that's a hard process for me. So if you give me a recommendation, or if you give me some advice, that would be really interesting. Okay, invasion shape. So invasion shape can divide it into many kinds of invasion shape. You can give me some. Okay, you can give me some shapes. Okay, we can talk about this. This is okay. This is acceptable. I will think about this. So anyway, that's all for today. Have a good day, and have a nice weekend. So goodbye. And if you do not participate the front part, you can see this in the YouTube because I recorded it this time. Okay, I want to record the last time maybe tomorrow or someday. Okay, anyway, good night. Good day. Have a good day. How to leave this? Don't team wait. Okay, see you. Bye.